Hello, hope you guys are having a good weekend. This is going to be a really quick video, and this is for my chosen ones, divine fam, Masc that smoke your herbs. Uh, Watch your plug. Now, about I say like 2 months ago, I started getting messages saying, and for everywhere, it's going to get to a point where it might not be too safe in your hometown. This is like in like your hometown. Well, actually, it's gonna. I'm not sure how far out. I know it's already started where I am in the south, but I kept getting messages. It's not going to be safe for everybody in their hometown to get smoke, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. So then I heard it's already not safe. This was like 2 months after. It was like in some areas it's already not safe. And I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. So at first I was initially thinking, because they are getting like desperate now. They're like kind of basically trying anything, trying to kind of hold people back, keep them down at a frequency, that lower frequency, so they can get left behind. And my initial thought was, okay, it must have something to do with the brain. And then it's almost like I got like an immediate correction, because I got like an image, like a graph image of like the lungs and the chest. I only heard one word, was fibers. And then I got like an image of mucus, like rapidly kind of building up in the lungs and the chest. And I was like, oh, that's kind of a slick one. Because if you smoke, the first thing they're going to do is, oh, well, you smoke, that's a risk. If you smoke there, that's automatically going to be attributed to you smoking. But one thing that I have that's already started, when I say kind of watch your plug, watch how they move. If you have someone that you always contact, if those roles reverse and they start calling you all the time, if they always, just a complete flip, they start calling you is like anxious to like say something, that is your red flag. I will run for the hills. I wouldn't touch it, because that has actually already started. And what I found real interesting is at the same time this started happening, I noticed that there seemed to be more gang stalkers, and some of the gang stalkers were like neighbors, and that people already knew. They were already around them, maybe not known them. Some of them probably do. They probably been paid them off, but it was just seemed like more eyes, more gang stalkers out, and it had like that same energy to it, like that same eager, overly eager, amateur-like energy to it. And a certain headline kept popping up that I had saw like a couple of weeks before that, and that was for like like 87,000 internal revenue workers that they had just hired for auditing. And when I first saw that anyway, I was like, something's not right with that. And that kept coming up every time I thought about that. So I said, well, let me go back and peek. So when I went back and peeked, that's when I noticed that one of the requirements for the job, for the 87,000 workers who were going to be auditing, was they had to know how to use a handgun. And I was like, it more sound like they're going to be in the streets instead of crunching numbers. So just be careful It already appears to be some bunk herbs out there, and I would definitely say stay on top of your mucus. I know they have like a lot of little remedies. I know they have like little mucus reliefs. I'm not a medical doctor. They have all kind of teas that could, keep your mucus thinned out. But that is just like the main thing, especially if you smoke. Just really stay on top of the mucus and drink teas or whatever to keep that phlegm and stuff thinned out, because it seems like that's going to be kind of one little lick to kind of get people sick. So that's all I have for that one. See you on the next.